everyone, and welcome to the 2022 Constructing Safety Leadership Conference. My name is Kelly Champagne. I'm the Program Services Manager for the Saskatchewan Construction Safety Association, and I'll be your MC for the day. You may remember me from emceeing our conference last year, and I want to tell you that since that time, my life has been a whirlwind of MC activity. I've been invited to speak at water cooler chats, team meetings, family gatherings, and fundraisers, which is actually just a nice term for my children asking for money. So I was really excited to be invited to be your host once again this year, as we have a terrific lineup of guests and panelists speaking on so many interesting topics. I hope you are looking forward to it as much as I am. Before we get started, I'd like to begin by acknowledging that I'm coming to you from the city of Regina, and we are located on the traditional lands referred to as Treaty 4 territory of the Cree, Saulteaux, Dakota, Nakota, Lakota, and the homeland of the Métis Nation. So something exciting this year, we're using a new platform this year that allows us to stream the conference out to our website and social media pages. Whether you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or on the SCSA website, I want to welcome everyone on behalf of the SCSA and thank you for tuning in. If you have a comment or a question during any of the sessions, please comment on the video and we should be able to see what you have to say. In fact, if you comment right now with your company name, we can get a sense of who's out there watching. And if I see your name come up, I'll give you a Romper Room shout out for those of you who are old enough to remember Romper Room. Either nobody's out there who remembers Romper Room or people are very shy and quiet this morning. Anyway, so moving on with the theme of building a resilient future, we've got some amazing speakers lined up for a variety of sessions today, including legal trends, a panel discussion with construction leaders, networking skills, and a keynote presentation with a focus on mental health. We'd like to thank at this time, our conference sponsors, K+S Potash, for their support as well. So moving on to our first session, I'd like to introduce Colin Pular, president of the SCSA, for some opening remarks. Colin holds a Master's of Business Administration from the Levine Graduate School of Business, a Master's Certificate in Public Management from the Johnson Shoyama Graduate School of Public Policy, an Institute of Corporate Directors designation, and is a candidate for the Charter Professional in Human Resources designation. Colin's personal and professional interests are evidenced through his volunteer activities. He's a board director for the Saskatchewan Legal Commission, board director for the Regina Exhibition Association, past chair of the Regina and District Chamber of Commerce, member of the Leaders Council for the Hill and Levine Schools of Business. And in his spare time, which I don't know when that is, Colin and his wife Terry live in Regina and have two sons, Matthew and Michael, that keep him busy as well. Welcome, Colin.
Great. Well, thank you, Kelly. And again, welcome to everybody who's joined us today, whether it be on our website or your favorite social media channel. We've got, as Kelly said, we've got some great speakers lined up for the day on just a wide range of subjects that affect leaders, regardless of what industry that we're in, but particularly in construction. They affect us as leaders and our ability to be both productive and work safely. So appreciate and I want to thank all those in advance for giving their time for this today. I also want to remind you that later on in the day, and I know Kelly will talk about this again, invite you to join us at Innovation Place at 2:15 for a great announcement. We'll be doing Innovation Saskatchewan, Better Works Technology, and ourselves to introduce some really great innovative things in the area of wearable technologies, an announcement that Innovation Saskatchewan would like to make on that part. But for now, I also get the opportunity to introduce our first speaker today to bring greetings on behalf of the city of Regina. It is, there she is. It's a pleasure. I'm going to go off script for a second because it is a pleasure to have her worship with us. But before Sandra got this esteemed title as mayor of the city, I got to know Sandra through a board at the Regina Exhibition Association Limited, which Sandra was chair and part of a major change for the organization in terms of its strategy, the direction it wanted to go in, and really moving into the future. And so she was part of the group that recruited me. I don't know if that was a good thing or bad thing, but recruited me to the board there, as well as others. But really, the board wanted to have a sharper emphasis on safety. A big part of that was we wanted to have a world-class organization and a world-class event center. And to be world-class, you literally have to become world-class in all areas. And so really appreciated her leadership on that, and big part on making drastic change. Moved from that into the mayor's seat, which now I'm going to get into the formal part now. So into the mayor's seat, and just so you know, Mayor Masters has lived in Regina for 22 years. Came from down the road or up the road, depending if north is up or down from you, and understands Regina's potential very well, and really envisions Regina as a vibrant, competitive, inclusive, and sustainable, and a safe place. Her personal mantra is show up, work hard, and that's proven time and time again. Sandra's got a tremendous amount of energy. I don't think it's driven by the amount of coffee I've seen her drink, and supplemented with the creamers that she put in there. But the tremendous energy, encouraged by the spirit of Regina residents. She's really been focused on efficient, effective city operations, fostering an environment for economic growth, supporting safe communities, as you said before, and really creating fair opportunities. So passionate and energetic, and really optimistic. And so I want to thank you for joining us today. And I'll give you the floor now, but please say nice things about me. Don't say anything bad about me, Sandra.
Well, thank you very much, Colin. About my energy, I like to tell people that people find me alternately exciting, exhausting, or traumatizing in terms of the level of energy I bring to things. And so be warned. Anyways, thank you so much, Colin. It was an absolute treat to serve with Colin on the board of the exhibition, but also to know that he continues to serve on the board of the exhibition, because we need strong leaders who bring their expertise to that table. So we become greater than the sum of our parts, frankly. And I think that's probably true for Regina and the province right now. So good morning, everyone. On behalf of my council colleagues in the city of Regina, I want to welcome you to the Constructing Safety Leadership Conference. I am coming to you from Treaty 4, as Lynn noted. Gathering virtually today to further leadership skills and continue commitment to building safe and healthy workplace and communities. I would like to say that in terms of some of my goals for the city of Regina, we share a lot in common, safe and healthy workplaces and safe and healthy communities. I just would start off what I'm about to say, just to thank you those of you on the call today for your leadership in the construction industry. All of you here, take part in building a better Regina and a better Saskatchewan, both literally and figuratively. Right now, there seems to be some growing momentum in our city to continue making investments to ensure Regina is one of the top places to live and work and do business in. I see our future as incredibly bright, basically transformational, and there are many drivers behind our city's growth. We have the absolute benefit of, a point in time where we'll realize our promise about being a center of excellence for agribusiness and value-added food ingredients. We are the heartland of agriculture, which then plays into potash. We have a robust transportation network of road and rail, post-secondary institutions that support development of strong local workforce, and institutions and associations such as yours, which continue that training and continuous improvement in terms of skills and safety, making sure that folks who come to work go home from work. In terms of the advantages that are provided to our city by kind of how we're situated, we're a top choice clearly for agricultural investment. I'm sure many of you have seen some of the announcements in the Regina region over the past 15 months. I think the announcement has been, well in excess of $4 billion. I think the number is just going to go higher. These are top-notch companies: Federated Co-op, Viterra, AGT, Cargill, Redleaf, Brandt, Samsung. all of those have chosen Regina as the place to invest and grow. It's not just those, though. We have a lot of an enormous number of small businesses and medium-sized businesses that already exist in our community, which are poised for expansion and continued innovation, and providing the world with what the world needs. We have a growing technology sector where ag tech is also facing significant growth. We have the first venture-backed ag tech accelerator. And, as I meet mayors across the country, the innovation sector and the accelerators and these investments into tech of all kinds are one of those differentiating factors for attracting and recruiting people, and specifically young people. We like young people to come to our city. We like them to stay in our city. We do have the benefit of actually having one of the younger populations in Canada that can be leveraged. Something like the Ag Tech Accelerator is attracting startups from all over Canada and the world right now, partnering with the UK and other countries to really showcase what we bring to the table in terms of agribusiness and all the supporting companies that support that industry, to grow and scale here or elsewhere, but to really create that kind of center of technology that where folks want to do business with us. And beyond agriculture, we have an immense opportunity in both clean technology and renewable energy. I think some of the world events right now have highlighted more than ever about the safety of supply for energy, and I think we're really well poised to capitalize or to be the province that we've always been, which is when the world calls and when people are in need, we respond. We're a resource-rich province. We've talked about that forever, and we have what the world needs right now, but we also have what the world needs probably for decades to come. We're seeing growing interest in carbon capture, the development of renewable fuel such as biodiesel, and an emerging opportunity for a hydrogen economy in the region, which probably for the first time ever, the city of Regina is looking at partnering and investing in. About a month ago, City Council unanimously passed an energy and sustainability framework to support Regina in getting to net zero by 2050. I think the world and definitely investment companies are looking for cities and places to invest which acknowledge that net zero emissions by 2050 are important and kind of key to our success long term. But that energy and sustainability framework creates many opportunities, for industry to participate and accelerate our ability to achieve our net zero targets. And frankly, we can't do it alone. The city of Regina proper, as their own organization, accounts for a smaller percentage, but really wanting to collaborate with industry to understand how we can support their achieving in partnership and collaboration that same target for 2050. So we have a lot of new opportunities in our established sectors of agriculture, technology, and energy, and we're on the leading edge of, we're kind of on the cusp of enormous economic growth. I'd say that many cities around the world are also looking at these new economic opportunities, and we need to remain competitive as a city and to be a choice for investment of all kinds. New investment in our city creates jobs, there's economic spin-offs to local business, and it adds millions of dollars to our local economy, and frankly creates a lot of really great mortgage-paying jobs. And the construction industry should be and will be a primary beneficiary of all these announcements, from the construction of these facilities to the construction of homes for new workers located to Regina. And the creation of jobs in our community, the criticalness of that cannot be understated. And on the flip side, we need to make sure Regina is a place where people want to live and work. We know that recruitment is an issue, frankly, and the city's responsibility is to help retain talent and give residents a high quality of life. That is part of our responsibility, to make it a place where people want to locate. We do have right now, as a city, working on kind of a confluence of projects coming together in the planning or conceptualization phase that'll help revitalize our city's core and provide our community with the amenities they desire. We hear time and time again, aside from roads, recreational infrastructure is a top priority for our residents. We're pleased to see the indoor aquatic facility and arena and Regina Public Library are kind of in the feasibility stages. Last week was an exciting moment for us. Dark Hall reopened. It was a 12-year restoration project to revitalize a key asset for our creative arts community in our city. The province's announcement of the expansion of, the production grant would mean that our soundstage, which has been renamed to John Hopkins Soundstage, will be will be activated again, and that industry can continue to grow. Downtown Regina, the Regina Globe Theatre is undergoing renovations to transform it into a jewel of Regina's, art community, to be that centerpiece and an artistic and creative hub downtown. And community spaces are vital to a city's well-being. Folks need jobs, and then we need to enrich our lives with sport, rec, entertainment, and culture and arts. These kind of spaces bring people together, and it's by contact and by shared experiences that we continue to learn about others' cultures, others' beliefs. It creates more inclusivity and really become places where memories are made. And I don't think anyone from Saskatchewan needs to be told that if you've ever been in a packed Mosaic Stadium during a win, during a clinch win, you know what that shared memory feels like. And it's a pretty incredible thing. These places contribute to the identity of Regina and become part of our story. And for so long, we've sort of been rambling along without a story, without really a way to keep, really identify ourselves. The last project from a construction perspective that I'll mention is the new urgent care facility the province announced that's being constructed in Regina and set to open in 2023. One also being built in Saskatoon. These will be first of their kind facilities in Saskatchewan, to offer non-life-threatening care and mental health and addiction support 24/7. We know there's been a need in our community, and the response to this in terms of creation of this facility is enormously important to ensure that those folks who are either experiencing an accident, but also ongoing health issues, whether they be mental health or addictions, have a place to go that's accessible and open 24/7, so that we continue to provide appropriate healthcare infrastructure for our community's well-being. So, as you can see, when you reflect on all the projects, underway in our city, I can't help but smile, that they're happening locally. And I did use the word earlier about transformational, because it's been a really long time since we've had billions of dollars spent in our city from private industry. And so as a city, what that means is we have a responsibility to make some strategic investments to ensure our economic projects, get going, but then the growth that we would expect from a co-location perspective and from those industries that want to come around to support some of these large catalyst projects are able to come to our city, invest, and continue our growth. And that investing in community infrastructure, also enhances, again, when you've got mortgage paying jobs and you've got really good jobs that people can go to, safe jobs that people can go to, we end up with just a well-being of our residents just being elevated kind of across the board. Because we need to be a place that retains youth, a place where, you and your families want to be, and a place that are, where people are attracted to. If we're limited in some respects by economies of scale, given our size at, about 240,000 people, we do serve Southern Saskatchewan, and we are the capital city. And so really our draw is 500,000 people. And so really beginning to think that way and to serve the needs of a greater portion of the province, and kind of taking ownership of that. You're a resilient future. I would suggest that Saskatchewan and Regina for sure has had a resilient past, and definitely in terms of the last few years, we've got a resilient present. And so I just think we are built for a resilient future, and look forward to continuing collaborations with associations such as yourself to ensure that everything we've got going on is being done safely and being done in a way that we can attract workers and keep them here and keep them healthy. I want to thank the Saskatchewan Safety Construction Association for inviting me to share a bit about some of the plans for Regina in 2022 and beyond. And as our municipalities enter economic recovery, I know the importance of having these projects underway, and the economic benefits they'll create for local construction industry are well, I understand. And I would suggest that my council understands as well the importance and the significance to our city and to our province. I think the future of Regina and Saskatchewan is incredibly bright, and now is the time. I encourage you to grab the opportunity in front of us and seize what's before us, and to be bolder in our thinking, and to dream big. That's what we've always done here in Saskatchewan. Thanks again for having me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you very much, Mayor Masters. Sounds like there's a lot of exciting opportunities coming Regina's way, and all of the province will benefit from that. So next, I would like to introduce Ryan Smatra, past chairperson of the SCSA, to bring greetings on behalf of the association. Ryan is the regional HSE manager at Graham Construction. He sat as chairperson of the SCSA Board of Directors for 2 terms, and he has over 23 years of experience in the construction industry and 20 years in safety. Ryan?
Well, hello. Got a tough one to follow there following the Right Honorable Mayor. But I do want to say, welcome to everybody. I think it's great that the SCSA is putting this on for industry. To follow up a lot of what the mayor had mentioned, with the economic growth that's poised to happen in this province and in Regina, but across the entire province, the importance of safety is going to be paramount. A lot of the workforce that's going to be coming into the province is going to be new to the industries that we're bringing in, new to the province, and new to the culture that we have here. Understanding many of these people are going to be coming in from different countries through immigration and across Canada. It creates a big opportunity for the SCSA and for the industry as a whole to continue to build on the culture that we have here, and to ensure that we're creating a safe work environment. With the amount of work that's happening, it's also going to create big opportunities for companies. With a number of large projects happening, this is going to create spin-off, and this is a chance for a lot of the local companies, for startups to really cut their teeth and build, as well as existing companies to develop and grow and expand their business. There's to create that expansion and for the industry as a whole, safety has to be considered a paramount responsibility, both for the industry and for the individual companies. So the next few years, I think, are extremely bright. But as an industry as a whole, and as in construction leadership, we have to take the opportunity to make sure that we're developing our staff, we're developing the opportunities, and allowing the contractors themselves to improve their programs, improve their systems, improve their leadership, understanding how to create culture within their companies. Things that happen throughout industry, and especially going through WCB as an insurer, we all take responsibility for everything that happens across the entire industry. If we create injuries, that creates costs, and it's shared industry wide. So taking the time to develop safety culture, programs, and systems, there's proven methods out there, and it's a huge opportunity. It's exciting for the whole industry, what's happening currently in the province. So really looking forward to it. I appreciate everybody that's logging on and taking part in the conference. The board of directors is really excited to be putting on a leadership conference like this. This is where safety begins. Having companies that understand it's a priority, it's good business, and it's profitable. And so being able to access the resources, the training, the systems, and even network amongst other contractors, we think it provides a huge opportunity. So I'm looking forward to the conference, and I hope everything goes well for the day.